Well, hello everyone. I'm Bryce with Roleplayed Games, and this is our custom Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. We're picking up where last time all of our players had a short storyline that led them together. At the end of the episode, we ended up camping out. Our Gazmac and crew, as they followed Gazmac across the entire world. They ended up in a small camp just south of Daybridge and north of Pikes Point, and we will be releasing some maps very shortly for those of you that haven't seen them yet, which is everyone. They've just crossed a river, and our players settled in for the night. And as they settled in, Cypher made his way into the camp and blended in rather nicely. And we are picking up that morning. And if you guys wouldn't mind introducing yourself and the character that you're playing.
I'm Josh. I am playing Cypher Underfoot, halfling thief.
I'm Caleb. I'm playing Code Dashik, a lizard folk champion.
I'm Rachel. I'm playing Anasha Evanvale, a half-elf monk.
I'm Tim. I'm playing Gazmac Trusty Gob, a monkey goblin, sorcerer, and entrepreneur.
That's you
I
are.
feel like you need a little jingle afterwards.
Oh, Gazmac jingle.
I was thinking
we need somebody with some musical
I was thinking
skills.
business cards.
That's more in our skill set. All right.
I was just every day. Gazmac is brought to you tonight by Squarespace.
One day we'll be sponsored.
Absolutely. So it's early morning as the dew has settled in. You guys are slowly coming awake as you hear some of the caravan kind of getting ready. And again, you're only down to about 5 wagons or so. You have the lead wagon, 3 travel wagons. One's kind of used for a lot of merchandise, it seems like. And then the final wagon is kind of like the guard's wagon. You guys are pretty much in wagon 3. And that's kind of where you have now settled in. It used to be wagon 5.
I was going to say, there's been an integer shift there.
But,
Moving on up.
As you guys have hit all the major cities, the only ones that are left that you're coming to is coming down to Pikes Point. That's kind of like the last stop, as far as you guys are aware. So
is wagon 3, that means that we're in the next to...
You're in the middle.
Like
You're
dead center.
center in the middle.
Got it.
Are we still with Clog?
You are still with Claude.
That's the important piece. That's all that matters.
So, what are you guys going to do? It is now morning. They've given out like biscuits and stuff for the morning ration, but there's nothing exciting about it.
Maybe do some light calisthenics to warm up the day.
Nice. Warm up the tail.
Yeah, gotta get loose. Right? You got a big day of scheming.
I'm just looking around at what everybody else is doing and then just trying to blend in and copy now everybody's I don't have bags to grab, so I will just mill about and just where it's like, look busy, sure. That's kind of the vibe that I'm trying to give off, or not give off.
And I slept in and just now waking up to see everyone rustling about.
Yeah.
I'm just doing some forms. That's it. Just kind of, like you said, just warming up.
Probably what's happening is she's doing the forms and I'm just copying her.
Yeah.
Really poorly?
Yeah.
You said forms and I forgot you were a monk. I was like, I didn't know that there's accountants in D&D.
I had a ledger last week now. I got forms.
401c. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Alright, so the caravan starts to form up, and you guys make your way to your cart. Josh, roll perception.
Oh boy.
For Cypher.
That is... They moved perception on the sheet. I'm like, how did they take it off? It's the most used skill in the game. It's now under.
They made it more prominent.
Which means I can't find it. Yeah. All right, that is going to be a 24. No, I'm sorry, 22.
All right, so you're seeing the cart in the daylight for the first time because you stuck in during dinner last night. Claude's cart is it's a nice cart. It's got a red kind of wagon cover, and as you're looking around, you do notice a few features that kind of point to him following Gozra, the druid god of storm and sea. And you would have found last night, as you were searching for a place to hide, that under his seat is a trident. So he has it fastened under his seat.
Okay.
So
you said trident, and that's like, Poseidon's pitchfork.
Yes.
My brain went Link Triforce. I was like, carved on the wood, or
wow, you're introducing Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, we did Mario last week.
That's right.
So,
and then you guys look off into the distance in the woods, and you see what appears to be a small child wearing a green tunic.
There you go.
Hey, listen.
throwing bombs at things. Just cutting the grass.
Is that Zelda off in the distance?
So you have gathered back to the cart, and you are moving your way in. So you start heading south. And as you're heading south, is there anything you'd like to do? You want to buy the Claude, or just keep it?
Claude? I thought it was Clog.
It's Claude. Clod.
My world's changed.
Yes.
Wait, I thought it was
Clog. It's
I thought
definitely
it was
Clog
Clog.
for me.
Wait, I thought it was Clog.
It was meant to be Claude, and it did say that the first time I
okay.
introduced him, because I had to go back through and listen to it, and then everyone else just heard Clog.
Like a
Because
big
I
old
did not
shoe
speak.
is what I was thinking.
Clod is what I intended because you're clodding down the road.
Got it.
Got it.
Yes.
But you can also
Aw.
clog down the road.
I mean, yeah.
He said the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
He's a Dutch half orc.
With a Triforce.
So Clog.
Clod.
Oh, that's
Yes.
fantastic.
All right.
I mean,
living alive.
you would keep calling it
I'm
Clog
still gonna
anyway.
call it
Yeah,
Yes.
Hey, I'll call him whatever he wants. If he brings Stroop waffles, I'm down.
Okay.
All right, so you're moving down the road. Go ahead and make a perception or survival check, whichever is highest.
Oof. That was
Ooh,
rough.
natural 20.
Oh.
19.
Got a 10.
The 20.
21.
Okay. You'd still add your modifier.
25 then.
25, okay. So, Rachel, you were actually sitting up front with Claude at this point in time?
Yeah, I was going to wish him a good morning and everything.
So, and it's probably about midday at this point in time. But yeah, you're getting out front, you're hanging out, talking to him.
I want to know about this business. He wants to start his own trail cart business, right? So we're just talking
so
about
he talks to you a little bit about that. How his first major purchase with the money that he's received was this cart and the 2 horses. After that, he bought a trident, which he tells you a little bit about.
Sweet.
You find out that it is a trident of returning.
Mm-hmm.
So he can basically throw it, and then that same round, it comes back to him.
Oh, yeah.
That saved him. He's put all his money towards it.
I was going to
because
say, that's stupid expensive.
it's actually not.
Really?
It's significantly cheaper in this campaign.
Man. Because that'd be like 8,000 gold.
Yeah, nowhere close to that.
Shoo.
But, so yeah, he has this, and he spent most of his earnings on those 2 things because he figured he needs to have a cart to transport things,
Mhm.
and he needs a weapon to be able to defend the cart. So those are the 2 things that he's invested in. Next, he's going to try to, build up some sort of demand for his business specifically. So, and he seems to get a little excited about it as he's talking to you.
He's had no one to talk to, had sense in them yet, has he?
He's had plenty of people to talk to, but nobody that cared what he had to say.
He's had plenty of people talking at him.
Yeah, talking at him.
It's like that's the pot calling the kettle brass.
So you have entered into a area that's a little more forest-like, and there are some hills and such. And as you are rounding a bend, you hear him shout, Look out! And the horses come to a stop, and a tree falls in front of you. He settles the horses for a moment.
Can I see anything else besides the tree? Anything around it, behind it, anything like that?
What did you roll? Survival or perception?
I did perception.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you notice that the tree appears to have been cut. It is not it didn't uproot anything.
Good to know. Can I help out?
Yes.
Okay.
A moment or two passes. The guard's cart erupts in a fireball. So
it's the rear one?
the rear cart is the guard's cart. There are a couple guards that would still be at the front cart, but those are more just guarding or talking with the main caravan leader. But the guard's cart was in back, and it is now on fire.
Is there water nearby?
Roll initiative.
Oh boy!
And this will be a perception-based initiative. So you'll add your perception to your initiative roll.
one. Hey, I did two.
18.
So that's a 4 for me.
6 for me.
All right, let's see. So,
19.
Gazmac, you are at 4.
Yes.
Cypher, 19.
Yeah.
Ko,
6.
6. Anasha,
18.
18. All right. Now let's roll some initiatives for the unknown people.
Separate choices.
Huh?
Got the cloak and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I just rolled 3 9s in a row.
999.
9 is a good guess.
Do you want us to put ourselves on the...
Yeah, so
On
put
the
yourselves on the
map.
map in the cart area.
And I just be
Well,
right outside.
I was going to say, I'll just tell you the first
You
thing I'm...
right off
there's
the
no
cart.
there's no guarantee that I'm going to be first.
So,
but-
like, how does this work with the crowns? Is that, like, where the trunk is?
That's basically where the trunk
So
is.
spaces
And
you can't move through.
the different colored crowns indicate different types of trees or bushes.
Sweet.
All right. Well,
And I should have brought a laser pointer to help with my side of things.
Do you have one?
Not with me.
I might have one at my car. I'll get it afterwards.
So we will go ahead and place the bad guys now. So this large gentleman is going to be next to the tree trunk that fell.
Okay, it's like here.
Yep. Back by the cart that is on fire, this
Closer
direction. This one will be right around the side of those 2 trees there. Yep.
Okay.
This one's going to be up this way.
So,
and-
like here.
yep, in that
Okay.
direction. And then
Oh, one more. Ooh,
you
cool
will be
looking
with
one.
the small goblin.
So over here somewhere.
Oh, I remember him.
Ooh.
So it is not actually a goblin dog, but you guys don't know that yet. You haven't seen it, but it's just a guard dog. Cypher, you're first up.
I'm going to bail out of the cart directly into the tree where my mini is at.
I thought you were going to say,
And-
I'm going to bail. I'm just going to leave.
I'm out. Goodbye.
I don't know these guys. They don't mean anything to me. Deuces.
this bag of choice was nice.
And
was nice
then
for us.
I am going to... Alright, so that's a move action, correct?
Yes.
And so... Stealthing. So I want to go stealth into this bush, or basically I'm hiding in this bush.
Okay.
As a, I
So
guess
that'll be
hide,
action.
a hide
It'll be
action.
your stealth. Yeah, roll stealth.
Alright. Oof. 12.
12. All right. That'll depend on who you're trying to hide from whenever we get there. So
Now that... Well, I guess I'm going first, so I don't have to stealth to try to...
they're considered flat-footed. Until
Oh,
they go.
okay. Then instead of I'll go basically between the 2 bushes, can I see this guy over here?
Yes. Once you've bailed into that bush, you can see somebody on the other side.
Cool. Then I will shoot at him with my blowgun,
Okay. All right.
which
Good.
I have on my belt, of course.
Roll to attack.
I thought that was a panpipe this whole time.
Nope. I probably miss. Yeah, that's a 9.
That will be a miss.
Sad day. Then I'm going to hide.
Okay. So you go ahead and you rolled. What was the game?
12.
12. Okay. We will see if he sees you. Oh. Does not appear to notice you at the moment.
Nice.
All right. So we're going to move. We've got a house. All right, we're going to go ahead and move the one closest to the cart there.
Okay.
He'll do 2 moves to Ko. So he takes 2 actions to get to Ko.
Going straight towards the tree.
He'll come up and around it, but yeah, he'll make it all the
towards
way
you?
to Ko. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you go through that?
challenger.
It would be difficult terrain, but he has enough movement to make it all the way
Okay.
through there.
And then Kobe's
Either
here,
way.
so.
Yep. So he
Oh,
moves up
challenger
to
approaches.
Ko.
He looks like a nice guy.
Not for long.
And he is going to go up to attack.
So he did 2 movements and then an attack.
He gets a single attack. Yep. Oh boy.
Question is, was that a nat 1 or a nat 20?
Exactly.
Let's see, 11 plus. Does an 18 hit you? What's your
Just barely on 17.
Alright, so he critically hits you.
Oof.
Yikes.
So he comes up with a pickaxe,
That's rude.
like a light pick.
It was almost made it too.
Almost, but yeah, it was a natural 20. So that will be a horrible roll, but that will be 4 damage.
Not bad for all that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So some things are not doubled; they have attributes now for your crits.
Right.
So for this critical, he rolls a 1d4 plus 2. So he rolled a 1 plus 2, and then you roll fatal damage for your natural 20, and it's a d8. And I rolled a 1.
Yes.
Yeah, because that could have been.
Pretty bad.
could
That
have
could've
been
been
significantly
That could have been like
worse.
14
Yeah,
or
no,
15.
You most definitely lucked out.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I'll
a little
just,
bit of
like I
damage.
said, I was
Damage,
sweating a little
yeah.
bit, but
Alright,
Goblin
Nasha.
punk.
Okay. So, quick question.
Yes,
With, when I take a stance, does that...
that's a free action.
It's a free action, so it's not going to make the next hit, like, at disadvantage?
No.
I know you lose it. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm going to... Since I saw the tree thing happen first, I'm going to come over to this guy. That should
Okay.
be, what, 1, 2, 3, 4... That should be 25 feet, right?
Yeah, you have more than enough.
Okay. And then, I was going to enter into
And
Tiger...
that's a tree, so you kind of just moved
around
the
it.
tree top.
So around it. Okay. I'm gonna enter into Tiger stance,
Okay.
and then I was gonna do whatever the 2 blow, flurry of blows
Alright, flurry of blows. So
Mhm.
roll your d20.
twice or.
We'll roll it once to see if you hit it, then roll it again.
So do I do that?
yeah, you do.
It'll just be my fist, yeah.
So 7.
So 20 for that one,
That will hit.
and 14. No, 7, right? 14 for that one.
14.
Mm-hmm.
That will miss.
Okay.
So,
Then I just
roll
roll.
your damage for the 1. Yep.
Okay.
And you're in Tiger style, so it's a d8.
What was that? The
You're in
D8.
Tiger style.
That's great.
So d8
Okay.
plus half of your dex modifier, so it should be
So +2.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. That'd be 9.
9 damage. Very nice.
And then, do I get that step back as a part of the Tiger stance? The 10-foot step? Or is that not part of it?
That is a different move action. So far you've moved once and attacked.
I did one
Once.
stance and then attack once.
The stance is a free action, so you
Okay.
still have 1 action left.
So I could step back.
You can step back, or you can attack
Go
again
again?
at the lower level.
Okay.
So both,
I'll attack again. I think
I was gonna say-
movement.
when you attacked with the flurry of blows, the second attack should be at the maximum hit, so +7.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, cool. So now you'll go use the next one down.
Down. Okay,
Yep.
so the 3.
Yep.
This is making sense. Sweet, so 22.
That will hit.
Yes. So then... Is that 1d6 then?
It'll still be 1d8. You're in Tiger Stance still. Yep.
Like that. Okay, that's 2.
Plus another 2, so another 4 damage. He's not looking very happy.
Yeah.
You gotta act it out.
It's just the swoosh.
Oh,
with the,
swoosh. Oh,
yeah.
sorry, I forgot the swoosh.
you know, the tiger paw thing.
Swish, swish.
Does that do bleeding damage?
Yeah. Well, on critical, it does persistent
Oh,
damage,
okay.
but
So
Oh,
it's
that's
gotta be
critical.
critical.
yeah.
Alright, so the giant guy there,
Mhm.
he's going to move to you
Okay.
with 2 movements because he actually sees you
So
attacking.
over to like this.
Yep.
Open up his bud.
No. So is that flank me?
He's not flanking. No.
That's a goblin with 3 arms.
It is. For what you guys actually see is a hobgoblin.
Oh.
Mm.
So a larger than normal goblin. So,
Gazma, are these your friends?
I was gonna say
Nope.
He's pretty
if
tall.
anyone would like to invest and give us some miniatures, we would not complain. But, alright. So we are going to attack you.
No,
I am a little bummed. I was going to order one off the Hero Forge, but the premium plastic that they use, apparently the people who do all of their alternate materials are shut down.
Okay. Right now.
Does a 16 hit your armor class?
No.
Alright. So he comes up with his longsword and swoosh. As you're in tiger style, you just kind of move it out of the way. And
Cool.
you're like, I already practiced this today. I'm doing great.
This feels so good.
Dealing damage,
I'm
dodging
feeling
damage.
so much better than when I fought Almond.
I'm
Yeah.
doing monk stuff.
Yeah.
And now the orc is going to attack you.
Cool.
After doing a 5-foot step to get him into flanking.
So right here, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
So he's...
Just learned about that on YouTube.
Oh. What were you watching on YouTube?
I was watching Pathfinder 2e flanking. I didn't know what flat-footed meant, I didn't know what flanking meant. I was like, ugh.
We're learning stuff.
Yeah. You got to do something when you're sitting in a cart.
Didn't realize they had Wi-Fi on this card.
Hey, he paid a good amount of money for this card.
This
I was going to
this is
say, I was
all
just
we're
going
talking
to.
about.
It's a bonus to the Trident. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Wi-Fi hotspot.
Oh, yeah. It's better connection.
It's great signal.
Alright, so first action, he's going to attack with his knife. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Alright.
You have a high AC though.
I do, but it's also, what, -2?
That will be 5 damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to attempt to punch you as well. So he had a
Ow.
knuckle dagger in one hand, and the other hand he's following up with a punch. And does a 22 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And that will be another 6 damage.
Oh.
So he just slices you. You were so excited about dodging
I
the
know.
longsword. He comes in with a 2-punch combo to the gut.
Oof. That was-
One little slash, and then another one.
It's that moment
just
when
a
you're
solid
like,
hit.
yeah, and then you just get like
Yeah.
knocked out.
Oh, it hurts a little. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move the dog
Mm-hmm.
up to Gazmak.
Where are you? What?
I'm
He's
that
right
goblin.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the friendly
The
looking.
Gazmak.
I'm telling you, you look like everybody else.
That's racist.
That's what it is racist.
Natasha's true
Come on.
colors shine.
Whoa, I've never seen one.
I got this
No,
fancy
that's not
jacket
true.
on.
That's true.
I'm also the only one with a tail.
Hey, there you go.
Fair. All right, guard dog. What are you gonna do? Guard dog's gonna bite you.
Classic.
Question is, it's not a goblin dog, you said?
It's a regular guard
Oh,
dog.
okay,
yeah.
that's for the best.
So
Yeah.
yeah, this dog would be more like a riding or guard dog. So you probably would have rode in on this and jumped off whenever it's time for combat. So does a 21 hit?
Yes.
You're a
course it does.
sorcerer. Yeah. That will be 2 damage,
Yes. Okay, I can handle that.
and then its follow up chew.
Ooh.
Chew?
Bite and then chew.
Bite and chew.
That sounds.
18.
That hits as well.
I thought you were gonna say 18.
And that'll be
damage.
another 2 damage.
All right.
Our first battle's at TPK. Well,
Don't worry, I still have someone in the pocket if I need to use him. And I've already set him up to be able to attack people. He
I got
understands
you.
what's going on.
I got you.
Go.
Alright, well, since I got this goblin punk right in front of me, I will attack him with my long sword. It's a 20.
That will hit.
It's 11 damage.
Wow.
And I'll attack him again with... Actually, do I have anyone... I'll actually do a, I'll do a tail whip. Let me get this real quick. There it is, okay.
It'll still be the second.
Try to... Was that?
It'll still be the second level for tail whip, so...
Yep.
Yep.
So I'll try to do a tail whip with and try to sweep him off his feet.
Okay.
Since we got someone nearby. So that's a 18.
That will hit.
Oh, it's a D4. Oh, no, it's 6. So it's 11.
11 damage?
Yep.
He is dead.
Oh, sorry, that's 9. That's 9.
He is still dead.
Slightly less dead, but still dead.
There's a big difference between all dead
Yeah,
and
mostly dead.
So yeah, he is down for the count.
Alright.
Would you like to do anything else?
I have one more action, right?
Right.
I'm going to move over to Anasha. Let's see, how many spaces can I put in my... Is each square 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll move right here.
Okay. Alright, we're going to have our last goblin there. Go ahead and he'll move straight forward because he can move around that tree there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to settle up next to his dog to attack Yazmak.
Yeah, you're all by yourself, buddy.
He can move over to us.
Well, I had a plan. Then I rolled a natural 1.
Color spray.
Does a 9 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
How about a 6?
No.
Cool. Cool. And the last one. How about an 11?
No.
All right. Oh, I guess he wouldn't get the 11 anyway. So he moved and then he attacked you twice.
That's right.
And both were just whiffs.
Those forms really helped me.
Yes.
There you go.
All right.
Gazman, you're up.
So Josh called it. I'm going to use color spray.
Okay.
So it's a cone.
Yep.
On them. What's that? There it is. All right. So they have to roll.
They do have to roll. What save? Does it will?
Will save DC 17.
All right. So
Shoo.
That's
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really good.
the dog first. Natural 20.
Oh, man. That's a kick in the pants.
And 18 for the warrior.
You're kidding me.
That's rough. Oh, man.
All right.
I thought for sure that was going to work.
I mean, that's really high DC. I rolled a natural 20 and a natural 15.
All right. So
Shoo.
remind me how attack of opportunity works.
Only if they have it, and you have never fought any of them before, so you wouldn't know if they have it or not.
Okay. I'm going to run away up the tree using my combat climbing feat.
Okay.
And I'm going to climb up this tree to the very top.
Good.
All right. So, do you have a climb speed? I forget if that gave you a climb speed or not. Or just allows you to still do combat while you're climbing.
Allow you to fight as you climb. You're not flat-footed while climbing. You can climb with a hand occupied. I don't have anything in my hands, so...
All right. Can you make an athletics check?
Sure.
It's not going to go well, but...
That's a 4.
Jeez.
Today's not my day.
Oh, man.
At least you don't get very high before you fall down.
That's it. You're just clinging to the...
You're just
like,
clinging to the tree.
I made it so far, like you realize you're still at eye level with them.
What are you talking about? That's a goblin and a dog.
Okay, so you're a little higher than them. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just high.
I'm high.
They're swords.
Post in the tail. All right, so...
Those are my actions.
Color
Color
spray
Spray 2.
actions? Okay.
Oh, it is.
Well, you are
What does
part of the
code-
way up a
what does
tree.
code spray do?
It does a lot of cool stuff.
It basically like blinds them, incapacitates them.
Yep.
So you like mace them, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, really, what happened is I just put out a bunch of sparkles, and they were like, "Okay."
It's like Goblin Jubilee over there.
Yeah, it's like
Cypher.
I am going to edge around the cart and get into flanking behind the hobgoblin.
Right here?
Okay.
The hobgoblin.
Oh,
Right there, yeah.
So like here.
So nope.
There.
All right.
As I'm moving, I'm switching from blowgun to
And
rapier.
You were able to be with another person in the square, right?
Yes, I can, but I'm not going to because Ko's not.
Oh, because not flanking.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So you switched to the rapier?
I've switched to the rapier, which I assume is a move
Is
action.
an action, yep.
So now I've got one left,
One
which
attack.
is my attack on the hobgoblin. Oh, jeez, 15. No, what is is there a flanking bonus?
I believe it is still 2 for flanking.
Then that'll be 17.
Yeah, until I know for sure, we're going to say it is still 2.
Cool.
So, probably should have made sure that I knew what flanking
I've got to watch that
I
car
mean,
on YouTube.
We've got a rogue in the party.
a little importante.
My cheat sheet isn't really helping either. So, flat-footed, I know what it is. Yep, so for now, yeah, flanking totally did it. Good job, Josh.
Bryce,
Yes.
I forgot. I'm a tailed goblin. I get +2 to athletics to climb.
Okay.
So that's a 7. That's a 6.
You still made it up about
You made it
5.
up 5 foot. You made it up 6
That's right.
feet.
5 feet.
You made it
6
you made it
feet.
6 feet.
Yeah,
There
maybe
you
something
go.
like that.
Well, that's the thing. If you'd made it any higher and failed, then you'd be taking damage. So you don't want to do that.
At this point in time, I'm getting damaged either way. So.
We're early on. We can pick people off. Yeah, +2. So
17.
17, it will still miss.
I figured.
Just barely, though.
Sad day.
You missed it by 1.
He has 18.
I need a different. Last time I didn't roll below a 10. I have yet to roll above a 10 this time. I gotta...
I feel you.
Nasha.
Alright. I'm gonna keep hitting this guy in front of me.
Okay.
The one that stabbed you?
The one
Punched
no,
you?
No, actually, I see you guys running up, so I'm gonna leave him kind of be for a second, but I hit him pretty good, so I'm gonna hit him again.
You going for the work?
Yes.
All right.
So. Alright, that's a 12.
12.
You can roll it. You can go again.
That will miss. I'm assuming you're doing flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to roll again.
Oh, that's
Hey, natural 20.
All right, roll it once more.
So that's a crit, right?
And
Natural
one.
1.
All right.
Woo!
So
Yeah.
you hit. Good job.
We had one of those last night.
Just
Yeah.
one time.
So go ahead and roll
So
damage.
this is just for the one hit.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Oh, great. 2. So,
4.
and then I add, 4. Thank you.
He is dead.
Nice.
Yes.
Revenge.
Not revenge.
Wait.
Justice.
As the monk corrects the basically not revenge.
I like it.
Alright, so let's go ahead and knock him
Okay.
down. And you still have 2 actions.
Okay.
Guys, like, hey guys!
Let's see. So okay, to take out a
You
longbow is one action. I'm just checking,
Yes.
right? Okay.
You
Run and get the dog.
should, you should probably just try and kill the dude.
I was gonna say,
Is
yeah,
that behind
you're in
flanking?
flanking,
I mean,
so yeah,
that's true, they
that's
could-
probably
they
the best
could-
way to go.
Okay. And spin around and be like, oh what, let's do this.
Alright.
So that's just like what, one
I almost make you want to do an action for that.
Oh.
Come on, let's do this.
Come on, let's do this.
Neil.
Distraction.
That's a 19. I forget what I'm doing. Yeah, so
If you rolled a natural
26.
19?
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
You want that strict damage?
Anything but a 2.
Okay. And that one just adds the second modifier, yes?
It still adds the +2.
So the plus 2. Okay, so 5.
Okay.
On. And then I have one more. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the lowest modifier.
At the lowest one. Okay, so it's a 9.
That will miss.
Or the lowest one's a negative.
Yeah, it's a negative.
Just kidding, that's 7.
Yeah, and that one misses.
Yeah.
So you bah! Turn around, bah! Oh, that was a lot. That's you really need to limber up. All this car grinding. Alright. Now it's the
What is Claude
hobgoblin's
doing?
turn.
Yeah, he's in quite a pickle.
He's not very happy with you. So he's going to attempt to attack you with his dagger again. 20.
Ooh, this is.
And that will be 5 damage.
Okay.
How you doing over there?
I'm okay.
Worse than me.
The second attack will be a 14.
That misses.
Okay. And he's going to follow up with a third attack, and that will miss. So. Yeah, we're just going to put these on rotating at some point as well. Because I've been forgetting to put them.
Switch them in and out.
Something to note.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is the guard dog.
Let's see what this thing will do.
Remember, I'm 5'3" up now.
Yeah. So he's going to use one movement to brace himself up on the tree.
Fair
so
enough.
I will give you that.
Fair enough.
And then he's going to attempt to bite you,
Yep.
Here, I assume.
and he will miss.
One
Or
over.
here. This one?
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
And then he will attempt it once more. That's probably yeah, it's no plus. So 22.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That might just a little
Yeah.
bit.
It's like
Just
that
barely.
scene when they escape from the goblins and all the wargs are chasing after them in The Hobbit.
Mhm.
I'll try to get up.
That is 2 damage.
He's consistent.
He's rolled a 1 every time.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Go.
Alright, who do I want to? Okay. Since I'm right here, I'm going to attack the hobgoblin with my longsword.
Alright.
This is about to be the worst eraser.
That's a 20.
I've ever used.
You can use mine.
That'll hit.
It's okay.
Or we have an extra one.
It's okay.
That's 10 damage.
10 damage, alright. He's looking worse for wear.
I'll attack again, my longsword. That's a 20.
Natural 18.
21. Yeah, not
No,
19.
still hit.
Alright. And that's gonna be.
Max damage.
Yeah.
Alright, he is dead.
Need to knock him over away from you.
So that was, I have one action left, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna move.
You can't go through.
Yeah, no, I realized. I just saw that.
Yeah, really hard to get through that car.
I will just go through this right in front of. Oh, actually, I'll go right here.
Alright, so he squeezed and got by. Alright.
Does that provoke?
Does that?
It only provokes
Oh, if they have the thing and they don't have the thing.
Nope. So, Goblin Warrior is going to full withdraw. So he's going to head off the map that way.
Okay.
And he's using all 3 actions to do
To-
so. Yep.
Okay.
Yazmak?
I'm gonna use produce flame on the doggo.
Okay.
So
The dog's looking at his masters. He's scuttling
Part of my
away.
master plan.
all right. That's a 25 with the plus. I get plus attack bonus, and do I also get the plus ranged?
The attack bonus is your range. It includes your range.
Includes. Okay,
Yep.
it's a 25.
That will hit.
Okay, so then that's D4, and then I get plus because I'm a fire goblin or something. Get a status bonus, half spell. Okay, that's a that'll be 2 damage.
Wow, you guys are just
Two
trading
for
off
two.
there.
Two.
Is that a goblin
That's
thing? Or...
Plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Yes.
Okay.
Which for you is your chop.
Sorry. That's not 2 damage then. That would be
It should be significantly higher.
6 damage.
Yes, 6 damage.
Nice.
The dog is not looking very good. Think of Zuko from Avatar. It just took off a good amount of hair, and he is not looking very good at all.
I'm gonna run higher up the trunk.
Okay.
That's all I can do with my one action left. So athletics again.
Yep.
All right, so I get a +2, so that's a 13.
Okay. And that also include your +2
Yes.
for climbing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 13. So yeah, you make another 10 feet up.
Okay.
So you're doing okay now. You're well out of reach of the dog that probably can't climb.
Probably.
All right.
Well, at this point, it might run away. But it's not its turn.
I was gonna say,
turn.
if it gets the opportunity.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Cypher.
As a small guy, can I run under the cart to get to attack the dog?
Oh, acrobatics check.
All right.
Should be well in your wheelhouse.
I hope so. 14.
Yeah, so you kind of do like a slide roll type thing through the cart.
So if you'll,
Man, he's
if you'll
so
put
cool.
me right, right, one more up towards you. No, that right there. Yeah. And then I am going to attack.
All right.
Jeez, miss. And for the second attack, well, that's better. 17.
17 will hit.
Nice.
It's a guard dog. It does not have any armor.
I was gonna
This
say,
is the easiest creature to hit that was on the
dude, I
field.
rolled a natural 5 on my first one, so I'm pretty sure I missed. I'm not flanking, so I don't get sneak attack damage, correct?
Correct.
That's going to be 7 damage.
7 damage will finish the dog off.
Nice!
Yeah.
Finally feel useful.
So that will end our combat. Congratulations. This is our first official combat.
Went pretty
It's
well.
exciting.
It went pretty well.
Hey,
Some of us.
nobody died.
You win.
Over here, we're like, I'm hiding in a tree. she's almost dead.
Yeah, but she killed that orc pretty
Yeah.
well.
What you guys were not able to see because the other side of the tree, someone did make off with some goods. You come to find out,
Okay.
and all the guards that were in the back thing are dead. It was anyone roll spellcraft or knowledge arcana.
That's a whopping 8.
Okay. Does anyone else have arcana?
I mean, yeah, but
That's
it's not much.
trained.
I don't.
I do.
Okay.
What you do?
Because our magic has to
0.
13.
Okay. So you do know that this is was likely not a spell cast, but an item used. And it was
I've also got, so as soon as I see that the dog goes down, I do a quick just kind of head count to see if there's any more alive bad guys. And as soon as I see that there's no more alive bad guys, I start rolling around and looting bad guys. Just, I'm looking for valuables and stuffs.
Man, I should have thought of that. But I'm up in a tree.
Obviously, hitting the 2 closest to me first, and then rolling over to the big guys, because usually big people have better stuff.
all right. But I've played enough D&D and Pathfinder with you that you have a piece of paper ready.
I do.
All right. So you find a Morning Star,
All right.
a light pick, leather armor for a medium creature,
All right.
20 sling bullets,
All right.
a collar, the dog.
Right.
For Gazmac.
It's like a little kitty.
Nuzzles.
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 Nice.
You killed Nuzzles the dog. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, somebody had.
It doesn't look very nuzzly.
Yeah.
It was all up in Tim's business. Or Gazback's business.
I got plenty of nuzzles.
He was giving him the teeth nubbles.
That's right.
You have a broken dog slicer.
All right.
Mhm.
It is
What's
a
a
goblin-specific weapon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, why are we slicing down?
Because they actually they hate dogs.
Yeah.
Hate dogs and horses. The goblins are despised.
Oh.
Yep.
Good to know.
And an orc knuckle dagger.
Ooh.
And then you pick up a map.
I pocket the map because it
About-
looks important,
A silver and 5 copper.
and I'm
Amongst them.
definitely keeping those off to the side as well. Everything else I'm gathering, but the map and the money I just kind of
Okay.
secret away.
Alright, let me know whenever you decide to look at the map.
All right.
I'm assuming you won't do that with everyone about.
Correct.
Hmm.
It's fair.
Alright.
Is the half elf
Uh,
Nido, right?
So you still have a cart on fire,
Oh,
and
good point.
horses are hooked up to it.
Yeah.
They are looking a little worse for wear because they were in the blast radius of the fireball. And it appears that the half elf is kind of taking tabs of what could be missing, and is checking on the other families and stuff that are in the carts.
Well, let's go and hitch the horses.
So you go and unhitch the horses. The cart itself does not look like it's going to be salvageable. But you probably do not want to leave it in the middle of the road. And it's still on fire.
Can we just burn it more?
So as you're walking up to, or you've unhitched the horses, and as you do that, Gazmak comes over, says a couple words, and a couple gallons of water appears and falls out of the sky
That was so
and
cool.
starts to soak it down.
I didn't know I could do that.
Sorry, not Gazmak, Clog.
Claw. Oh.
Yes, Clog. like it almost coming down a drain.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Claude.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Sorry, yes, I
conjoined twin.
Exactly. Split
so
personalities.
Claude, using some of his druidic powers, soaks the cart and starts taking a look at what is there. He's going to help move the bodies and such, and they will be buried. And he is going to attempt to take whatever parts from the cart that he can that might be able to use as spare parts for his. And he gets like a wagon wheel, a couple cushions and stuff that were underneath the bodies. Kind of cleaned them off, and he's like, "Yeah, we can still use this."
Just flip it over to the other side.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So, but he does get a few items that will be helpful for his cart. Other than that, you guys help to push it off to the side of the road, and there it shall remain. Anything else you'd like to do?
Claude, does Claude have any
Probably
idea?
move the tree.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea. So yeah, you guys are going to spend some time working on that. They do have a couple axes and stuff that they pull out to kind of make it a little more manageable, but it's going to take a bit to work through it to get to the point that you can move some of the pieces easily, unless you have some sort of magical abilities to move. So I don't think you have ant hall or anything
I don't know.
like
They've got mage hands.
that. 5 pounds.
Yep.
So you do take time to be able to do that. That has given them plenty of time to kind of take stock of what's left. And you were approached by the half-elf. Thank you for your help. It seems we are down some guards. Would you be willing to finish the escort with us to Pike's Point? And then I do have a shipment that will need to go to Entswood afterwards. If you wouldn't mind
I am hiding behind Co. So I am like just standing back there so he can't see me, and I'm just go, how much does it pay?
We all like, huh?
And
I'm still up in the tree.
I look behind me and see nothing. I'm like, what?
I will refund you all a 5 silver each to finish out the journey and take at least 1 cart with a small shipment of goods to Enswood.
Throw in a health potion and you got a deal.
That does sound pretty nice, actually. I don't know if you can spare it, but...
See how much a health potion costs.
I was going to say, you might want to just ask if they have any way to heal you now.
Oh, yeah, sure. Any way to heal me.
That's true. Feeling pretty bad.
I mean, we took a short.
You're going to have a time to rest in the cart as you...
And recuperate?
Yeah.
I don't know about you all, but I'm actually heading that way, so I would be glad to go with the cart. Enswood's my
I'm
final...
going his way as well.
Oh, really?
What's it like in Enswood? Do they have any wishing wells?
I haven't been myself, but I've heard that there are some heroes that live there. That's kind of how it got started.
They probably have machine guns,
Oh, sure.
You don't happen to know what this was all about. What were they after? Who were they targeting?
I mean, I've seen this before, where as the caravan gets smaller, it becomes less guarded and more vulnerable.
Sure.
But it's weird for it to be here. Again, it is pretty well known that there are heroes that live in this area, and Pike's Point itself is more militaristic as far as a place goes. I mean, it had ballistas there for the sea, so I'm surprised that we've had any problems here, and maybe that's why we did. We weren't really worried about it, so it's a good time to strike, I guess.
Can I make sure he's telling the truth?
You may. Well, guess what is that now?
I was like, there's no sense motive.
Perception.
Diplomacy,
I know,
perception would be a good one.
There's no insight check here.
Diplomacy.
Or society,
Oh,
even.
diplomacy. Right.
I could see it
So
being that.
diplomacy, let's gather information, make impression, request. Let's see what else we got.
Oh, just to say it out loud, while I was looting everything, I went and retrieved the dart that I missed with. Okay. So now I have it back to my full complement.
Yeah, we're gonna go with diplomacy for now.
Okay.
That didn't even matter.
I think perception might also be falling into that as well. So, but natural 20, yeah, he's absolutely telling the truth, and does not. It seems very thankful that you were here, because you can tell that the guards were targeted right away, and had you not been here, you probably would have lost all of it. So.
Thank you, by the way.
So yes, continues to look up whether or not I have potions within his realm of ability to give you.
Do druids have healing spells?
He does not have a
I have a healing spell. I got some healing.
Easy there, country.
Another thing you want to do is you can do a medicine check
That's
now.
right.
I have a medicine kit.
And Gazmak has something that he could use to make you feel good for about an hour.
That's for a business opportunity.
I was gonna say, what's your medicine check? Because we could probably work on it.
I'm
together.
a field medic background with a kit. My medicine's +5. I also have my lay on hands spell.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to give you a potion, 4 gold.
How much will a short
jeez.
rest?
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
Minor healing potion, yeah.
We'll just do more of those forms together. I
Yeah.
think that'll work.
Yeah, you do it down there. I'll do it up here in this
Okay.
tree. Sounds
You
good.
said-
I'm
I
still
think
up
you
in the
can come
tree.
down if you
No.
want. That's right.
How much does a short rest heal you?
Short rest.
I mean, I'll keep lookout up here. I'll watch for any stragglers.
Thank you, guys.
Got my peepers open.
So a 8-hour rest allows you to heal your hit points equal to your Constitution modifier, multiplied by your level.
Okay.
So that's an 8-hour rest.
So,
2 for
So I would
you.
heal for
I
2.
know.
You'd heal for 2?
Yep.
I could heal you with my for focus. Does it take a full day for your focus
What?
to
Are you
return?
feeling alright?
It takes you 10 minutes of
I'm
training
50-50.
for your god.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yes.
To return 1 focus?
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
Well,
it does mean that you have 10 minutes of, and for now, that's not really a problem.
No,
Whenever you get into
yeah,
combat,
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
you're
I'm saying.
traveling.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead right now and use lay on hands on Anasha.
Thank you.
And then what do you heal?
Let me check real quick. You restore 6 hit points.
Oh yeah, that's just straight 6
Yeah.
hit points. for you.
Yep, just
Um,
straight 6.
I also believe you can use your
My medicine kit.
medicine kit
Yep.
to just do
Yeah, I was
a
going to say, where's
medicine
your,
check.
battle medicine right
Yeah,
there?
yep.
And that will even heal you more.
Okay.
But you can only do that once per...
Once per day.
Yeah.
Once per day. The target is once per day. Okay. So I just have to roll for DC of 15. Is that right?
Mhm.
Do you think
So that's-
Azmac needs that more than I do?
Oh, I think I missed it. That's a 12.
Plus do you get the bonus? For
Yeah,
medicine?
that was plus 5. I rolled a
What
7.
the medicine modifier?
Yeah. I missed anyway. Yeah, I was gonna heal.
Well, you tried.
No, that works. Me and healing don't really match very well.
Just kind of like put a couple band-aids on us.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're a little awesome.
What is your hit points out?
I'm at 7. Out of
Okay.
it.
Yes,
so
I was going to say.
Yeah, you're at 4. You're at 4.
Yeah.
Well, you'll heal for plus 2.
We'll heal on the way.
Oh, you'll heal for
We'll make the best of it.
Just roll good initiative, and we'll put you guys in the back.
Yeah, sure. Says the person who rolled a natural 1.
For initiative, yeah. Well, you did too, though.
I know.
Both of you doing real great.
Yeah.
Let me do some practice rolls on initiative.
Just warming up the dice.
Just warming them up, yeah.
I'm a little slow in the morning.
There we go.
So you can attempt the medicine DC check once per hour.
Okay.
So you spend 10 minutes trying to treat a living creature, and that patient cannot be treated more than once an hour.
What's the, what does that do?
If he passes with his medicine check, it does 2d8.
Oh, well then I'll try it on Gazmac.
For you,
Thank you.
without the medicine kit, it
It's
does.
a little higher or it doesn't do as much?
It's a higher check, and you would increase.
I come down out of the tree.
Is it, I was gonna say, is a kit something you have to attune to, or can I use his kit as well? Or
Yeah, you
does
can
it
use
have-
his kit.
I was gonna say I'll ask Code.
As long
here.
as
I
you're
was like,
trained in medicine.
I am
Yeah,
trained
yeah,
in
yeah.
medicine.
So I hand you
I was
over my
gonna say,
kit
do you mind if I
Go for it.
work on the brass monkey over here and see if we can get them together?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
You're trained in medicine.
Hey,
I
nice.
just realised that.
Yeah.
I would have totally helped earlier,
Yeah.
but I'm just reading this going, oh, yeah,
It's
me too, sorry.
22.
22. So you get 2d8 plus 10.
That's
That's-
full health.
that's full health.
That's full health.
So call it 22.
Lovely.
Nice.
I'm feeling great.
So you're taking 10 minutes there. And this is kind of while they're still clearing out the tree and other stuff that's happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I figure he and I will be pretty useless when it comes to moving heavy things. So I figure we can spend. Some time.
burn the log.
I don't think our friends will be amenable to any more, fire help.
There's no
That's
diminishing on or the battle medicine. Does it do I use it up or can I do as much as we can? Because I have healer's tools.
Does it take a focus point or
no?
Oh no, that just means that you can do it in battle. You can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. So instead of taking normal for 10 minutes, you can be a battle medic where you can do that once per that battle to make it happen.
Okay. I didn't know if we ran out of medical supplies.
I was going to ask
something that you have to resupply at some point in time, but it's going to be a few.
Yeah, I was going to ask if the kit had charges or something.
Yeah,
it doesn't come with charges. It's more up to GM discretion. If you're, he had a couple dog bites, so I'm going to say that you kind of wrapped it, did some anesthetic and stuff, or some stuff like that.
Okay.
Fine.
2 dog bites and a dog chew.
That's right.
Don't forget
He met me and then he gave me a little squeeze.
He was looking for the squeaky part.
That's right.
And you obliged.
That's right.
He did pick the most squeaky of us.
Alright, so as you make your way, clearing the area, you are going to make your way down to Pike's Point. So you make your way to Pike's Point.
That's right. I caught him on the way down, not on the way back.
Yep. So
Okay.
you caught him crossing the bridge here. You caught him right here.
Gotcha.
So you made it down through here. And this has been another day or two ride overall. But nothing has really happened since that attack.
That's good.
I figure in the ride down is when
you made camp at least twice.
So I'll wait a day, and then on the second day, so we're getting closer. That's when I'll pull out the map to look at, because the map I'm less it's the money I keep super secret, but the map is something that I'll probably look at once Gazmac is quiet and
So never.
Yeah.
We already determined I don't sleep talk.
Oh, that's probably for the best. But just while we're making our way down, everybody's kind of figure we're
Yep. So the map itself shows a little larger than this, but it shows where there are a couple different stopping points that looks like a place that a ship could saddle up next to, and
like harbors and whatnot.
more like a raiding party. So beaches and stuff that aren't.
Marked
attended,
on the map
but they are
are
marked.
places for something to attack.
To be able to stop the ship, to be able to get out and either raid
tracking,
or something along those lines. So you've got some of the cities marked in this area, and you actually do see along this ridge here is a spot where they have marked.
All right. Are there any? Is there a legend? Are there any labels? Are there any writing on the back of it? Anything like that?
Let's see, what would that be? Roll perception for it to see what all you're able to make out.
Jeez. 13.
13. Again, you notice the X's and stuff, and there's some writing on the back, but it seems to be in some sort of code or a language that you maybe don't fully understand. You catch a word here or there, but nothing that you're able to put into substance yet.
Okay.
All right, so your final stop is going to be right here at the crossroads, and there's no town or anything here, but you can tell where it seems like maybe a couple farmers have set up a couple carts and stuff that they might sell some produce.
Ooh, yeah, I'll definitely buy some fresh vegetables.
Okay, that'll be a coffee.
Okay,
And we'll give you just a couple fresh vegetables. Nothing super exciting, but
no, I was gonna say
but for you,
but for me, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's why as soon as I was like, oh no,
so you
basically get into it like someone is like their favorite dessert. It's just a couple, maybe a pepper or a potato or something.
you got a pepper, and we'll say 2 carrots.
It's like this is legit. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
This is one of those weird health nuts.
Do you juice those?
I haven't learned that the thief trick yet. So
from here, you'll start heading down towards Pike's Point, and once you get to here, you've reached the area where it's pretty well kept with guards. You can choose to continue with the caravan to Pike's Point, or at this point in time, they will allow you to break off with a single cart and the merchandise.
Who's driving the spot we agreed to do?
You haven't been told that yet.
Okay.
So the whole caravan's going down to Spike's Point, or it's leaving us, and the one that we said we would guard is going on to Entswood.
It will go back towards Entswood now.
Okay.
Or if you're welcome to carry all the way to Pike's Point. They feel, at this point in time, they feel safe enough to continue on without any extra guards to help out.
What do you guys think?
So it's either hang out here at Crossroads and wait for them to come back.
Nope,
to
you're
go
just going to take a single cart from there.
Okay.
Want to go to Pike's Point?
Well, I myself have business in Pike's Point, so I would like to make it there as soon as possible.
You have business on Pike's Point?
What?
I feel like you have business slightly northwest of Pike's Point if you follow the compass.
I thought the compass
point.
Oh wait, I thought it was pointing to Pike's Point at the time.
Pike's Point has a compass engraved on it,
and it said
northwest. In the same direction as Entswood.
I should have written that down.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Writing that down.
Like you might want to be heading towards Entswood.
What's that again? Can you spell it? Can you spell it?
Would Entswood have a place to sell stuff?
It will.
Okay. Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
If I didn't, I was going to go down to Pike's Point and try to make a little bit of
I just kind of like scout Pike's Point a little bit. Like, what can I see from the road?
So you're still about a day.
I was going to say Dave's
so
you're not going to see much from there.
I like your suggestion. Hey, Clock. Tell me about Pike's Point. You've been there, right?
I just wanted that side. That's all I wanted.
Pike's Point does have ballistas, so to say, that overlook the channel. It's a little more militaristic. It was used as a checkpoint in earlier years when some of the different nations were warring. But yeah, it has a couple ballistas and cannon type materials, and cannons are rare. But yeah, they have some sort of cannon that shoots from the point there.
So would you describe them as friendly whatsoever?
They're most definitely friendly. Yes, you just don't want to get on their bad side. It's a defensible point.
That's fair.
It does have docks along the inside of the coast here. So that's where their docks are located, which is why it's still to get to those docks, it's a day's ride from Pike's Point itself.
Got it.
Pike's Point is up on this mountainside almost, like ridge. And it looks down over into the channel.
Doesn't seem like my kind of town. Not enough of a nightlife, probably. So let's I'll stick here with you, Clog. I know that you enjoy that.
I have decided to pick up the final end of this trip to Entswood. I've not been there before, and I'm intrigued. You're coming with me.
I was thinking.
That's beautiful.
That's one way to look at it.
You're right. The important part is we're together.
That's true.
Absolutely. And he's only looking at you. At least we're together.
Get you some
Your mouth.
Just in the back of his mind.
He's definitely had an
Silence.
adventure.
It's all I really need. It's expensive though. So we decide to go from here.
I think we're
I think it's
going
a
on
consensus.
Yep.
Alright, so the half elf will give you all 5 silver each. and they help to pack a few crates into the cart, and off towards Emswood you go.
So, while basically at a point where I'm not being observed, I'm not trying to take anything, but I am curious as to what we're transporting.
Okay. So we'll say for the first night that you guys are going to camp, that's whenever you can do that if you'd like. You do need to roll stealth.
All right. 12.
Okay, and then thievery.
18.
All right. You're able to pry one of the boxes open. You find like a loose slat, and from what you're able to see inside, you see some very nice paper.
Okay.
And some binding materials, and that appears to be what's in this crate. You do notice that there's a ledger there as well that kind of says what's supposed to be transported with, and there's also supposed to be a small box of various inks.
Okay.
And you do not see that here.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I just was... I mean, that stuff won't do me any good at all, and I don't have a desire to basically get myself kicked off of this already.
I take the paper.
And then just
But you have to write it.
I was like, it's like paper's heavy, man. I don't need anything. It's but so it looks like that there's stuff that's missing.
Yep.
Ooh. All right then.
And you guys haven't observed. Right? Roll perception, and this will be back when they were passing the stuff off to the cart.
21.
19.
21.
19.
Okay, so Claude and the half elf.
Who?
Claude. You got me saying it. Claude and the half elf did talk for a few minutes, and the half elf did hand him a piece of paper, likely something to kind of explain what has happened to the shipments.
All right then. I will spend extra care, basically repairing it and making it look like I wasn't there.
Yeah, that's what I was including that with your thievery check.
Okay.
Get in and out unnoticed.
Right.
Yep.
Especially if there's stuff already missing. I don't want to come under fire for that.
Fair. Yeah. All right, so you'll make your way back up. It's a day's travel, another day's travel, and at the end of this day, you'll be entering Emswood. Is there anything that you'd like to do along the path before you get there?
Can I ask aside though, what your business is in Emswood, or where you're headed?
I don't have any specific business. I am more of a locksmith and just trying to, ply my trade wherever possible. And, everybody needs a good locksmith. Nobody wants to get locked out of their house or their cart. So yeah, that's totally what I'm doing.
Were you somewhere else before the locksmith?
Yeah, I was somewhere else doing other things that... Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not that important. It was uninteresting. Yeah, locksmith. That's where I'm trying to, that's where I'm putting my effort. And, my goals, and that's one of the things I want to do. Mainly because, I don't know if it's obvious, but I have not thought about any of this stuff. It's just been going and just, there is no looking forward into the future at all, and I'm just kind of making it up off the...
Where is your mark?
You said it on the back of my neck, right?
Yeah.
I was going to, so it should be back in this area.
Yeah, it's just below the hairline, back of the neck, but I always have a hood up. So, pretty much all the time.
It begins to burn a little.
Ooh. Alright, good to know. Is it her asking me about things that makes it burn, or do I know? Do I have any idea?
Are you okay?
This has not happened to you before because you've never ran away before, so you're not sure.
Ooh, good to know. Alrighty.
Can I just generally tell?
You can make a perception roll to see if you see that he twinges at all, but it'll be a very high DC.
Yeah. Okay, that's a 21.
Do I need to roll what?
Deception.
Deception? Alright.
With advantage, so roll twice. Take the higher.
Alright.
And I do, for everyone that is watching, I do like to use the advantage rules. It's something from 5e. I really appreciate that, especially whenever you're doing something that makes sense that you would get advantage on.
So 17. So she beats it, but not quite.
So yeah, you see that you kind of a little uncomfortable, but not enough to give you any points of damage, but it's uncomfortable for a moment. Also, don't forget, you have hero points. Every session, you start with 1 hero point. You're able to use that to re-roll a dice.
Kind of inspiration.
Yes. You can get up to 3. If for some reason you drop below 0 and you're starting to die, you're able to use all 3 and wipe them out to get to 0.
So we would be at, this is session 2, so we'd be
You're still at 1. Every session you start with 1.
You start with 1. Okay,
Yep.
I see.
Got it.
So it's probably something we'll more build on, or we might just use just pure inspiration for it. And if you have a hero point, you can wipe that out to.
So the 3 is the most we can have.
The 3 is the most you can have. Now you don't lose them. So if you gain 1, you start that next session.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
last session would be at 2 now.
No, so they don't add
we
on.
didn't gain.
And they don't add on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
So it is something that I need to remember to do whenever you guys do something that's more your character job. You would also get a hero point
Oh, yeah.
for being a thief. While
For thieving?
everyone else is doing stuff, you're
Now, hold on.
hideaway match.
So
I'm going to definitely get one too.
I was gonna say last
You're
session.
shifty.
so I'm sitting at 2.
So you're both sitting at 2.
Got
Yes. Yep.
All right.
And then since it was days rest, are we at mostly fully rested?
You should be full health at this point in time. You've rested several days in a row. Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do before entering Innswood?
I don't think so.
Okay. So it's getting into the evening as you're riding into Innswood. To the north is a thick forest, and as you're entering to the south is a large, what appears to be farm. Some of it is land that's being used for crops. You do see some cattle and pigs and horses, so it is a larger farm. Very well kept. There are a few workers still finishing up for the evening, kind of getting things settled with the animals. And as you move into town, you also notice a 4-story lighthouse is inside of the fenced area as you enter into Innswood.
Do you know what that is, guys? It's not even on the coast.
I mean, it looks like a tower to me.
Roll perception.
6. 14.
9.
10.
Okay.
That's
weird.
Cool, great tower.
It looks climbable.
Better than the trio.
So it has some small fortifications. The Innswood itself has some small fortifications, and it looks like a small town. But yeah, as you enter, you have a wooden wall on both sides, a larger wooden area that leads up to the barn that's entering into the town part. Then you have the lighthouse on the right as you enter, and then you're entering into what looks to be some housing, and then a square eventually. And this is most definitely the central area, and to the south you see the barn, the front of the barn, and you see what appears to be an inn, and it's got a saddle that's a little crooked as its inn marker.
So the money that we were given, the half elf gave us, was that to do this, or we're getting paid? Have we already gotten paid?
You got paid working here. Yep.
Okay.
Trusting individual.
I was like, yeah, paying us.
So we pretty much finished our job then.
Yep. This is finishing your job now as you enter Innswood.
What's Claude?
I mean, he's still on the cart as you've entered Edswood.
Okay.
You guys haven't even gotten off the cart yet, so
You look like you're
it's
gonna
pulled
say
up
something.
into the center.
I was gonna say, is he gonna stick with us for a while?
I don't know yet. I know, but you guys Claude is going to park up next to the barn area. And there appears to be some stables and stuff. He gets the horses stabled, and the cart is left along the front of the barn. And he appears to be talking with a half-elf there.
I listen in on the conversation.
Roll perception.
That is 15.
So they're talking back and forth, and it's a female half-elf. She is wearing the symbol of Gorm as well. So they're Gazra as well.
Big difference.
I was like, yeah, there's a big difference.
And they're talking a little bit, and she points back up the road there towards the lighthouse. And from what you're able to hear, it sounds like he's trying to ascertain where the ship is supposed to end up.
Okay. Well, I go and I see if there are any used horses for sale.
Alright, so you walk up to the half-elf then? Because she's helped to
okay,
the barn.
Sure.
Alright.
How
can I help you?
Hi, my name's Gazmak. I'm a businessman here traveling through town, and just wondering what kind of sale you had on your livestock, your horses specifically, or any unicorns you might have.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sanja. And she does appear to be not elderly, but an older elf. She's lived a little bit or an older half elf. She looks at you and says, I don't sell the horses myself. I do have some staff that will take care of that. They should be here tomorrow, but we've pretty much shut down for the night. Are you traveling?
Yeah, I'm a traveling businessman. I had a business. Things got a little shifty, but I've decided to take my operation on the road.
Okay, and you said unicorns? We've not had any unicorns in this part in years.
They are pretty rare. I'll give you that. I'm trying to bring them back, but small population makes that difficult. So you got to ask.
So you're trying to start a unicorn breeding grounds?
Not the breeding grounds. I'm the finder, if you will. I'm just trying to find them if you can.
Fantastic. It's very nice of you to be looking for those rare creatures.
I'm a kind-hearted guy. I'll roll deception.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Okay, you passed.
By how much?
That's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me pull up her character sheet. Try to make a character sheet for her. I was prepared.
Yeah. The reason being, I've got a charlatan background, which gives me the ability of charming liar. When you get a critical success on a lie action, the target's attitude improves towards you. So.
All right. Perception. You're right, they hide it everywhere.
I told you, it's hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
And it bolded. And
What did you roll?
25.
25, and she got a 21.
Fair enough. All right. Well, sounds like I'll come back in the morning and we'll continue our discussion then. Have a great night, ma'am.
You too.
I walk away.
so it's evening at this point, right?
It is.
You mentioned?
Okay. Let's grab some grub.
Can we go to a tavern or an inn?
I'm down.
Sure. It's
You were at the same one.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
There's one in,
There's
probably.
one in.
There's one in.
That's it.
The quickest saddle.
Yeah.
Yep. So, You walk over to the shifty saddle.
I was thinking sliding. Good job.
So, as you walk in, the bar is made of actually, roll perception to see how much of this you actually notice.
10.
15.
17.
18.
All right. So, Ko, you walk in, you're like, oh, this is nice. And you smell the food, you're like, fantastic. And that's pretty much all you notice. And you walked in, and you're like, it's an inn.
Raw meat.
Nice. The rest of you notice that the bar is made of a single solid piece of redwood. Etched along its sides are small animal representations. The stools at the bar are not a typical bar stool. Rather, each is a wooden saddle.
I like this place, actually.
Do I have to make a ride check to get up there?
You can ask her about it if you like. Let's see. Behind the bar is a cherry wood well mounted on the wall. And you notice that under some of the small animal representations, there are skulls kind of carved in them as well. And they are under what appear to be a deer, a bear, a fox, a rat, a much larger rat, a squirrel, a cougar, an owlbear, a rabbit, and a wolf.
So those are everything that have skulls under them?
And a humanoid wolf standing on its hind legs.
What doesn't have skulls under it?
There are several creatures that you don't quite recognize, but they are most definitely the larger animalistic creatures.
Interesting.
The one that you do recognize is there is a separate bear. It looks to be a little larger and it has more distinct claws. What appears to be a large horned boar. And possibly a leopard.
Can I make a nature check to see if I recognize the other one?
Sure.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You will most definitely recognize some of them, and I will have to create the list for you later.
Okay.
Because I do have other animals that are going to be there, I just haven't settled on which ones will be. So, remind me in next session we'll start off and I'll name a few of them for you.
Is there someone there at the bar?
There are two people. The tables are relatively well filled at this point in time. You can tell this is the place to get dinner if you're not making it to your house. There is a small stage in one of the corners, and it's kind of built into the corner. It's just rounded a little higher for people to hear, and there is somebody just kind of strumming a tune, nothing special, no singing or anything like that. You have a small half-elf. She appears to be in her adolescence. She is running back and forth between table and table, and then you have a human. A woman with brown hair and amber eyes, slim build, but taut muscles. You can tell that she has some strength to her. She is working behind the bar and helping make sure that orders are getting out and everything is going to standard. Following close behind the girl is a medium black wolf with a white patch under the left eye. And it's pretty much plodding around wherever she goes. It's not too far behind.
That's cool.
All right. Well, mosey on up to a table, I guess, and
Is there enough spaces for us to sit together?
Yeah, there's going to be a table that you can find.
all right, grab a table and wait to be served, I guess.
All right. So, in comes the Allison girl as she walks over to you. Hi, how can I help you? New in town?
Yes.
Quite.
Yes. Quite an adventure we've had so far.
An adventure? You say.
I'll say at least
And
for me.
her eyes brighten a little bit at hearing.
Yes, we well, I myself traveled from the marshes where I was from, and on the way here we were jumped by some bandits and had quite a fight on our hands.
Bandits in this area?
I know. That's what our half elf friend said.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
Because no one asked his name the entire time. Not a single one of you asked his name.
That's fair.
Yeah, good point.
we had Claude to think about. Yes, he said that it was quite rare and quite
I'll tell my
unexpected.
mom right away.
Who's
Who's-
your mom?
Oh,
What she said.
she's working the bar there.
Oh,
Mom's name's Cammy.
Cammy.
Yes.
Does she have a long blonde braided ponytail?
No, I already established she has brown hair and amber eyes.
She's wearing. Never mind.
Moving on. So, what can I get you tonight?
I'll take a walkie.
Ale and or cider and stew. If you've got
Cider,
it.
you said. We specialize in cider and pale ales.
All right,
Hmm.
I'll take a cider and if you've got any stew.
Would you like one of our special ciders?
How special?
It is a strawberry lime.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's that gonna run me?
It is for the meal itself. And it seems like it's going to be a stew type of night. That's what's.
Oh, dude, that was what I was wanting, anyways.
Stew, and as you're looking around the tables, it looks like it comes with some sort of dough, almost similar to like drop
Chicken pot pie.
Dumplings.
to drop
Drop
biscuits.
biscuits, yeah.
For the stew as well. So okay, so that will be an ale free. It is a single copper for the meal, and then an extra copper to run you for some of the drinks. And a single copper will get you 2 of a regular drink, and it would be 1 for our specialties.
All right, I'm down.
I will order a stew and a pale ale.
Okay.
Cider for me, and do you have any, like, just lightly cooked meat? Mostly raw. I am a goblin after all.
Fair enough. I'll have it a little undercooked for you.
That'd be great.
And if I may, I'll add a stew on mine as well.
Okay.
Thank you. Your name is.
No, look at you.
I feel terrible. I haven't been asking these people their names.
Faye, if you need anything, you call me Faye. I'll be
Thank
right
you,
over.
Faye.
Yes.
Thank you.
And she goes ahead and gets your pale ale. And do you just want a regular cider, or are you looking for
Just regular.
Okay, so you're gonna end up getting 2 like apple ciders. To your 1 strawberry lime, and it is fantastic.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's based on one that I've had here in town. And it is.
You're gonna have to tell me about that later, because I
Incredible.
want to try it now.
It was imported from overseas.
Well, I still gotta know where to get it from.
Yep. So,
Sounds good.
but yeah, so you have that cider, and I mean, you're not.
This is the
you've
best
never-
meal I've had.
Yeah,
ever.
you've not had cider like this ever. So it just blows your mind.
It's just.
Entire meal.
Like it's almost like a religious experience. It's like just the meal itself that I'm having with normal people in a place where normal people do normal things.
Somewhat normal.
I mean, there is kind of ear chattering in the
Yeah.
corner, but I can ignore that for the time being.
Alright, so she brings out the stews, and she brings out a mostly cooked rabbit. And it's a little gamey, but that's kind of how you like it.
Seems perfect.
Yeah.
Hits the spot.
And with that, there is a little bit of side of stew that she's going to give you as well. But
Sure.
you wanted the meat, so.
Yeah.
The apple cider, nothing to write home about, but nothing nothing's really wrong with it. It tastes pretty good, and the pale ale is smooth. You seem to enjoy it if that's what you're into.
Oh yes.
So,
The water's great.
the water is fantastic. Slightly chilled. Yeah. What else would you like to do? Actually, Faye comes back after you guys have eaten most of your meal. You've done some of your chatting and stuff. So, where were these bandits exactly?
A little bit north of the crossroads, above Pike's Point, if I'm correct. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. What did they look like? Did they have any distinct colors? Were they wearing like gang symbols?
I know there was a hobgoblin.
I mean, let's be real. They mostly looked like me.
Okay.
But not quite like me. I look pretty... They didn't have tails. Yeah.
That's a really nice jacket, by the way.
Thank you. It's mine.
He's super
I was going to say, that's good information to just arbitrarily volunteer. These things that I have, I own them. They're mine.
That's a 10.
You actually won. She got a 2.
Oh,
God.
Face feeling happy.
Man, that would have been...
So it wouldn't have been enough for her to appreciate you more.
Yeah.
With her modifier.
Oh, man.
Not so much... She so believes you.
I need to stop with that. The +7 might... I'm going to get in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
So...
but yeah, it's new. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it.
While she's asking, we're describing the bandits. I go, so bandit attacks are unusual. I get that. And I know we're a little far inland for it, but what about pirate attacks? Those anything that you've heard of in the area or in the anything?
I mean, I know that you saw the lighthouse, but we're nowhere close to water.
I know.
Well,
I know. It
river
was just a
pirates?
question.
The river would must be a day or day and a half travel north of us through the woods.
Okay. It was just an idle question.
Pirates?
Just an idle question. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, Pike's Point is really close. It would be weird for pirates to be around.
Yeah, you'd think. The same thing goes for bandits, right? But we got attacked by them.
Fair.
Can I roll perception on that?
Yeah.
Okay. 21.
Why bother? Yeah, no. It's a 9.
Okay. Pirates.
So yeah, you find that a little weird.
Logging it away along with
Yeah.
that twitch I saw
What's
earlier.
going on
Okay.
here?
Good to know.
He appears to be hiding something.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to hide the fact I was looking at the map and nobody asked me about it, so...
All right.
I thought we didn't see.
So if you're really far from water, why is there a lighthouse?
My question.
He, Donovan, likes to keep an eye on things, and he says that the extra air, because it's clearing some of the trees in the
Elevation?
area, the elevation and the extra breeze that he's able to get from not being blocked by trees and such, helps with his headaches.
Who is this Donovan character?
Oh, he's the owner of the Dim Flame.
Dim
What?
Dim Flame.
You know, like our buddy over here.
Now hold on. No. If anyone's the dim flame, it's this guy. For starters, he worships Iomade, which is the sun. Secondly,
Hey now.
The Dim Flame is a small bookshop. It is as you saw, a lighthouse, so to say. I'm surprised that you didn't see his lights up there. He usually has some globes that are lit up there, and that's where he reads at night.
Oh, I think it was dimming as we came in. Yeah. I'll have to go look at them. Thank you.
Must be why they call it the dim flame, huh?
Does she look like she's really busy and rushed?
It started to slow down at this point.
Okay. Can I ask you? I noticed these symbols on the bar up here when we walked in. What are those? I don't really recognize those.
My mom used to be an adventurer. Not necessarily my mom, but her parents helped to start the city. So my grandparents helped to start this town. She wanted to take after them, but early on, she was able to do some hunting, and those are kind of like the things that she's hunted. But she gave it up for me. So
Sounds like
So, Faye, if I may ask you, on our way here, we were informed that there were some retired heroes in this area. Would your mom happen to be the one that they were speaking of?
My mom didn't travel with those heroes, but her parents did.
Oh, great.
So, and Donovan, he's one of those heroes.
Oh, thank you very much, Faye.
Absolutely.
What's your wolf's name? Can I say that?
It's a beautiful wolf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goblins love wolves. They hate dogs. They hate horses. But they like wolves.
It's an important distinction.
Which I realize really conflicts with the fact that I like horses so much.
Yeah, well, just when you're like, oh, I sell horses, like,
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either.
I'll hear them for you.
You think they're horses, they're actually just llamas.
With carrots on their
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm going to
spitting imagery.
We can do that.
His name is Shadow.
Shadow.
He follows me just like that.
I can tell he seems to like you a lot.
His mom's companion, but she prefers that I am safe, and he goes where I go.
Your mom seems to love you a lot.
She does. What?
You're right, Cypher.
Just
This is a Josh moment.
Yeah.
This is not Cypher Latin. Josh got this slight bit there.
I bet she does, like most.
I don't know. You might be surprised.
I don't know.
I know, I was like, it seems a little different.
You should be my mother.
Okay, I would be I would be interested in that. That would be an interesting conversation.
So is there anything else I can get you tonight?
Do you have any dessert?
We have a pie. Several pies, but
What kind of pie?
right now. Sorry. What kind of pie? Cherries in season right now.
I'll take a slice.
None for me.
Nah, I'm good.
Thank you.
So she comes back with a cherry pie, and it's got crumbles on top.
Ooh. I regret my decision.
You didn't say cherry cobbler. That's a huge difference.
That'll be another copper.
Yep. It's worth it.
Yeah. So will you be staying here tonight or somewhere else?
I believe we will be staying here tonight. I would be very interested to speak with Donovan, actually.
Okay. Mom usually handles most of the arrangements for the inn. We do not get a lot of guests, so there are rooms. And I'm sure if you're going to be here a while, she can probably work with you on that as well. Again, we don't get a lot of guests. We usually just have people here for food at night. You guys probably don't know, but the reason Entswood became almost a town is that some of the families here felt safe. There's some of the families that Mom's parents and their friends helped. So that's kind of what started the town. And the Shifty Saddle was one of the first buildings here, and then the barn shortly thereafter, the lighthouse. And we do have a local blacksmith as well at the Heated Anvil.
So, is Sanja a friend of your mom's?
Well, Sanja is also one of those adventurers. Yes.
You wouldn't happen to know anyone by the name of Aaron, would you?
Aaron's. I lost his last name.
Maybe.
I was like,
I don't know either, so there
Swift
you go.
Paw? No, it's not Swift Paw. It's something else.
Quick Fist?
Maybe I do.
Swift Fist.
Uh,
Yes, he has. He didn't adventure with them, but he did show up here shortly after we gathered, or after Entswood began, and he lives in a small, I guess, hut, you could call it, in the forest just outside of Entswood. During the day, you can usually find him at the central hall, though. He's kind of our makeshift warden, so to say.
Oh, well, thank you.
And it would be wonderful if you told him about the bandits. He'd probably be interested in knowing that.
Yeah,
It'd be a lot better than my mom trying to find him and give him second information that came from me, that came from you, and
well, I hate that.
Especially while we're a little tipsy. Yeah, makes sense.
so.
Well, I'll be your designated walker. I can walk you all up to your
You do
rooms.
notice at this point in time, one of the people who were sitting at the bar fell off their saddle. And you realize that that's why it's called the shifty saddle. When somebody has had too much, they fall out of their saddle, and that's when it's time to be cut off.
That's great. I love these inns so
This
much.
Hazmac, are you sure you don't want to drink some more?
I wouldn't fall. I've got a tail. I'd wrap it around the base.
Resourceful.
Also, you guys must have some really good insurance here for all the head injuries that must happen from all these fallen drunks.
Most don't get that far.
That's fair. Well, we should probably go make arrangements then.
I agree.
All right, so you're going to make your way up in the park.
Come
Candy. Seems my daughter's taken to like you. How can I help?
We're looking to stay the night. Or actually a few nights.
Will it be one night or for the week?
For the week for me.
I'd love to stay for the week if that's all right.
Okay. That will be 4 silver for the week. That will cover breakfast and dinner as well.
Delightful.
Do you take barter? Do you have any work that needs to be done that could be done in exchange for the room and board?
I don't currently have any needs, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people around town might be looking for some help.
I know there's a blacksmith. You said you're a locksmith. Maybe they're in the same vein.
Good idea. I'll start with a knight then.
Okay. All right. For a single night, that'll be 3 copper, and it doesn't cover any meals.
Cool.
I'll stay a week as well.
Okay. All right.
Look for
separate
those
rooms
wishing wells.
together, or
Oh, separate.
absolutely. Okay, so go ahead and mark off.
I did.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you all have a week, and you have a night. You're really trying to stick with all the money you can.
For reasons.
Oh yeah, because you have nothing. That's right.
Although you were technically given 5 silver, right, for the whole. But that's it.
But yeah,
And that's
so
supposed to
that
be
would
for
be
him.
that would. I mean, it's 4 silver to stay the week. Yeah, then I would have no money. So
All right. Well, she hands you the keys. Josh, you have the option to pay 2 and stay in the larger open space that has a footlocker.
what now?
Instead of paying your 3 copper, you can pay 2 copper.
Oh, instead of a room, it's basically like a
It's
bunkhouse.
bunkhouse.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll do that.
So 2 copper instead. And she gives you a footlocker key.
Cool. She wearing a stripy shirt.
No. Well, breakfast will be biscuits and some sausage, locally grown.
From the sausage tree.
I've never heard of one of those.
It's a new business man.
Oh, yeah.
You plant this and it grows and you pick it up.
Will there be anything else?
I'm all set for the night.
I think I need the rest.
Yeah, that
too.
should be all for us.
Fantastic. So all of your rooms are up 1 floor. Your room is up 2 floors, and it's kind of like the
Loft. Gotcha.
Can I check on Claude and make sure everything's good?
Yeah, so you end up seeing Claude come back in a little later in the evening, and he goes ahead and gets a room as well. Roll perception if you'd like to see that interaction.
Sure. Oh, that's pretty bad. 8.
And he-
It's called her.
okay, so you see that he gets a key.
Okay.
Can I roll as well? Because I
Yeah.
like okay. No, don't ignore me.
We like Claude.
Anybody else want to see if Claude is going
I'm
to
in
stay
bed.
around
I'm
or not?
asleep.
No, I'm going up top to the. Is there anybody else in the bunker room with me? Just me all by
you right
myself.
now, yeah.
Pretty good.
That's
Are
a
there
deal.
any other foot lockers or anything? I assume that they're all just open until
Yeah, they're
someone
all
comes and
open.
locks them.
Yeah,
All right,
and
cool.
you received lock and key for your
Specific one. All right, cool.
So whichever you decide to choose is up to you.
I don't have anything to put on it.
I
Well,
I just
just
imagine
yet.
you bounce from bed to bed. like a
Shaboing,
gummy
shaboing,
bear.
Just that sound on the roof. Just
Roll acrobatics for every bounce.
Oh my gosh.
And this one's just right.
And Cypher has a broken neck.
oh, gosh.
All right, so you guys bed down for the evening.
Mhm.
And you don't have any hit points or anything to worry about recovering because you guys have had plenty of time to recover. And this will be a good time to stop, I think.
Okay.
Cool.
So, I mean, we can go our normal 3 hours, or we can stop here at the 2 that we were trying to designate.
Sounds like a good stopping point.
Yeah, because it's stupid hot in here.
It is something that we need to figure out at some point in time.
Well,
so.
maybe it's because you lit a candle this time.
That's gotta be it.
wow.
Under
That's it.
direct instruction from the GM. Thank you very much.
That's fair. It's fair.
Well, thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for playing. I hope you enjoyed the session. And until next time,
Bye, everybody.
Sayonara.
adios.